there ain't no hiding this.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive.
They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
On first down, Wilson.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now our first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Going in the wrong direction. It's 3rd down, 10 for 4 down and 9.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
The playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pushed a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the officials here can pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is doing that.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Throwing now is Mahomes, being chased out left. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number one. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game. Defensively, they have a big challenge on their hands. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Operating from the gun, Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And now the Chiefs will bring the offense onto the field as he'll go for 2 here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he is in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On third down, Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Gordon on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Wilson. Flushed out right. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. To throw is Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, rather look at the defense. They came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Steps away. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, two cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken in at the 3. So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Kansas City starting a drive, hoping to utilize the speed of that man, Mecole Hardman. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 29, Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And boy, we're talking about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense. Maybe not as...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. On 2nd down, Williams. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just playing getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 21 yards.
It's well done on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
27 yards there, a first down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. On play action, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult third and goal here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. And he's
got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mahomes going to throw it here. And this one is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Locates Hardman for another catch. And the Chiefs are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows?
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time